Hey everyone, it's David here. So a lot of times people ask me, how do I become a fee finder in Utah, Nevada, Alaska, California, whatever state you're looking at? Well, you want to contact that state's Treasury Unclaimed Property Division and find out their protocol. Generally speaking, on a rule of thumb, the West Coast states are more friendly to work with than the East Coast states. But let's go ahead and do an experiment lab and look at this. So let's say I want to work unclaimed state funds in Alaska. I've had people do Alaska and I've assisted in a deal out there too, but haven't done one yet. So right here, it looks like it's third one down. Watch the ads, watch the other information you get on here. Sometimes you go to a site that is actually not the site. Okay, so this is definitely their property information. And the first one is if you're looking for property and you're looking for, yourself or something like that, you could do a search and just check and see if anyone with your name has it. Oh, I absolutely hate these. All right, let's verify. Okay, and there's churches, a pretty common last name. It actually gives several churches, not just David. Oh, it's giving actually churches here. So pretty cool. Let's look at why we're here. So we want to know about becoming a property locator, air finder. So you want to navigate around the site, claiming property, search, check the status, upload documents, how to claim. This is all for people claiming unclaimed property, reporting it. A holder typically is known as one who reports the unclaimed property. So maybe someone had an account at Bank of America and it's gone dormant. Bank of America's reached out to them. They can't find them. Then they go ahead and they give it to the state. So here we look at it and there's frequently, what is unclaimed property? Well, unclaimed property is abandoned property. I mean, yeah, abandoned property is what it is. Okay, so typically I see most of my answers in the frequently asked questions. Okay, so general, what is it? Claiming property. So it gives all about the claiming property right here. Reporting property, this would be for the holder. Useful links, they give some different resources on here. The National Treasury for Unclaimed Property, there's like a national website. It's NAUPA, I believe. And that gives you the information about national. MissyMoney.com is also a pretty good site for that. Fee finders, this is where you want to be and this is where you're going. So let's look at the few of the basics for Alaska. So this video will be based on becoming an air locator in Alaska. Fee finders or air finders, we're called both of those, are people who have, through public information laws, obtained a list of owner names, individual businesses who have unclaimed property being held by the state of Alaska. There is no special requirement or license needed for the state of Alaska. Some states require either bonding or certain licenses, and it goes on to say that. Now, this is good to know because you don't have to have a special license. If you've been contacted by a fee finder, you should attempt to locate the property on your own before signing a contract. Now, that happens, and there is no work around that. People can go around you when you do this business. And one of the probably top questions I get is, what if someone works around me? Well, what if someone goes to Best Buy and they get I started to say like a DVD player, those are kind of out, they get a TV and they see a better one at Walmart, they go return it at Best Buy. It happens all the time, I'm sure. They see something online or they buy something online, they don't like it, they return it, they go to Costco. Do they let that stop their business? If you look at my Instagram page, my YouTube channel, my LinkedIn, you see a lot of checks and a lot of success on property that I've been able to claim. You build that report. And this right here, obtain a list of names through public information. So what I do is when I talk to someone, I say and they ask me, how'd you get my information? I give my corporation name. I say, this is public information. We assist individuals. I even quite often in my conversations will say, you don't even need to go through us, but we first of all like to notify individuals. If you choose to work with us, we make it a smooth process. So I let them know and I give them that sense of assurance, like we're going to work with you every step of the way, make it as easy. People want easy, they want simplicity. That's what you got to make your protocol. So if you talk to them, you have to have an action plan. Okay, step one is going to go ahead and show you the property and the information. Step two is I'm going to have a contract with you. I'm going to have you sign this. And I call it agreements on the script. I don't do contracts. People get intimidated by that. Step three, you're going to get this notarized. You're going to get this back to me. Step four, we're going to go and upload this and keep in communication with you. And step five, but you want to have a sequence where it's easy for them, where, okay, I need you to do this, this, and this, and you're guiding them all the way through. If you don't have that, you're not going to keep that claim. So there is no fee. It goes on to say that. The state of Alaska Unclaimed Property Act has a provision that addresses finder fee contract conditions and allowable fees. A contract must be in writing, not to exceed 6 months. So what that means is today on April 11th, if I put something in contract, October 11th, it can't exceed October 11th. So I want to get the contract moving Specify fees to be charged. That tells me I'm allowed to collect a fee. State the nature of the property along with the value of the owners and the share of the fee. So, like, if it's a Bank of America account, RM Recovery is collecting from John Smith 10% on the B of A account turned over to the state of Alaska on this date. We're charging 10%. So it's interesting because a lot of states have a 10% rule where you can't charge over 10%. California has that. Property equal or greater to 500 cannot be charged in excess of 10%. Well, who's going to want $50 for claiming a property? I mean, really, a property less than 500 cannot charge an excess fee of 20%. I really think they need to revisit that in all state levels and have a sliding scale, and the higher the property, the lower the percentage, because what everyone does, they go after because if it's a $30,000 deal, that's 3,000. I'd rather make 3,000 than $50. So it's just kind of one of those things. So it gives you what the contract has to have. You need to read this, get familiar with this. Fee finders claims works directly with the owner to process their claims. They will not disclose or discuss a claim with a fee finder. So a lot of times when you put this in many of the states, we've put it in the state with the permission of our client, and we put it in the contract, separate contract, that we have the permission to go ahead and log in and check it and see it on their behalf. And then we know when they get paid. And then what we do is we just invoice them when they get paid. We have over a 90% accuracy rating of collecting funds within this. So, and then it goes on to say you have to have integrity, and basically periodically the state of Alaska compiles a list of unclaimed property with a value of $100 or more. The list is available at no charge and may be requested by sending an email to, and then it gives the, okay, so which dues you email them, you get that list. They want your name, your business name, your address, phone number, and acknowledgement of the Unclaimed Property Act provisions surrounding a fee finder's contract and conditions and allowable fees. I would just put a contract together, use AI to help you out, and then go ahead and send that off to the state and show them a sample of your contract and just say it'll be 10%, and then send that off and just say I acknowledge the fee finders and the 10% rule, and put that right there in writing, and then go ahead. Keep in mind, if you ever have to call the Unclaimed Property Division, which their number is on here, so it's right here. So their number and everything is right here. If you ever have to call them, keep in mind that public workers are not really super friendly people. So just be super polite. Sometimes they are. Sometimes I have people that I talk to on the phone that are great, but their phone number's down here. You can call them, you can talk to them. Feel free to ask them questions. That's why they're there. And be aggressive. Know that some people hate the fact that you're a fee finder or property locator. In many states, some states are really friendly toward it, others are not. And it looks like Alaska, they're not closed to it, but they encourage people to go and do their own. And I get it, people have money and they have the right to the money, but there are so many times where I have helped errors. Like right now, I'm working with a lady, she's in her 80s. She really needs money. She's got 40,000 within her state. I'm getting her paid, which is awesome, where the paperwork is being finalized, and I'll get $4,000 for that. I'm helping someone out and I'm getting 4,000. It's awesome. And there's no way she would have been able to have done this process without me. I've had to guide her on death certificates, birth certificates, different forms that she's needed. And again, I've made it as easy as process, including sending her a self-addressed stamped envelope, getting on the phone with her with certain people. And I've probably put in about a couple hours. So when I get paid, I'll get 4,000 for that. Now, is it $2,000 an hour worth my time? 100%. So you want to go ahead and get people paid, help people out, get used to talking to people, and yeah, good luck on this. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if this video is helpful, and if there's any other videos like this. A lot of you are putting in the comments right now, like, hey, can you define this more? Can you go over this? And I love that. So tell me what will help. I mean, I do this for here at Surplus Institute. This is our job. This is what we do. I say job. This is our business. This is what we do. We get people claimed unclaimed money. I know that it took us a while to get going. It takes a while to get set up in the business, and this truly side hustle that truly works, I should say. So yeah, just keep in communication. Let me know what you like, and I'm going to do a video on it if I can. Thanks. I'll see you all around.